Hi everyone. Good evening. I hope you're all well, fine, healthy, safe. Great to have you. I welcome you all to this session. So बहुत सारे बच्चे AMC 8 के set of questions किस तरीके से attempt करने होते questions demand कर रहे थे because AMC का craze अभी recently India के अंदर it has started rising and so these are the kind of global Olympiads which every mathematics enthusiast around the world gives. So again it gives you a sense of the global level that you are at currently. ठीक है, तो global level पे कहाँ पर stand करते हो तुम? तो this kind of gives you that because IOQM, which is the Olympiad conducted by Government of India, is an Indian bound Olympiad and mostly given by Indian students. But this Olympiad is given by the students of the countries across the globe, right? So it gives you where you stand at the global level. Right, so if you're in class 10, then also of course you can try these questions because in today's session, which is going to be the last session of this AMC series, and yeah, I did this because a lot of students requested for AMC 8 kind of sessions, and this year we did not launch any AMC kind of course. So again, I thought I would do it the open session on YouTube. So these are some problem solving sessions. Mixed problem solving sessions on AMC 8 and so today's questions are going to be next level, different level because see AMC 8 is a graded examination in the sense that the first few questions that you try are very easy. You just have to make sure that you don't make mistakes or calculation mistakes or stupid mistakes there. The main questions, the important question set is the last few questions, that is problems 18 to 25, which are actually good, and whosoever does well in most of these problems gets a better score because the first 15 problems are kind of very simple. Yes. All right, so start करते हैं आज का session. So आज of course students of grade 6, 7th, 8th can see, but again if you're in class 9th and 10th then also you can watch because most of the questions that we're going to discuss in today's session are all good level questions and you're actually going to enjoy these questions even if you're in class 9th or 10th. Right, so let's start guys. I'm Abhay Mahajan, done my engineering from IIT Roorkee, been teaching for the last 14 years now, have produced a lot of INMO selections and two of my students have also represented Indian EGMO and I'm also a national author of a book. This is my Telegram ID. Abhay86 Mahajan, you can get in touch with me at this Telegram ID whenever you want to. I'm usually very active on Telegram. And if you are new to this channel, you need to subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss out on this awesome content that we are going to and we have been giving over the last 3 years on this particular channel. This is the results. So again, I'll skip this. This is the batch-wise results. So again, we keep on launching a lot of batches. And the idea is to get through as many students as possible in these Olympiads. So must do problems AMC 8. So again in this session I'm going to discuss 7, 8, 9 problems, but these are very important problems, very important concepts which you should all know, and some of these problems are actually very good, and even if you're preparing for IOQM you should be attending this kind of session. Yes बच्चे AIME के लिए भी लेकर आएंगे, don't worry. Alright, so let's get started guys. So I'm going to show you the questions. You have to try and answer these questions and I'll give you some time to think over it and we'll discuss the amazing ideas with which these questions can be solved. Give me a thumbs up on the chat if you're ready for the session guys. फटाफट से thumbs up कर दो and if you're seeing this as a recording, please like the session so that this reaches to as many people as possible. Hi Sachidananda. Alright, so let's get started. This is the first question. Please read the question carefully. The rectangles R1 and R2 and the squares S1, S2, S3 are shown below. Combine to form a rectangle that is 3322 units wide and 2020 units high. What is the side length of the square S2? So there are three squares, S1, S2, S3, and there are two rectangles and they are combined to make a rectangle which is whose dimensions are 3322 and 2020. You need to tell me the dimensions of S2. S2 का dimension क्या होगा? This is what we need to identify and find. Right. So these are very obvious kind of questions, and these kind of questions have to be done right. Right. So if you want a good AMC 8 score, These are the kind of questions that you cannot afford to do wrong. Yes? So let's see. R1, R2 squares, S1, S2, S3, they are combined to form a rectangle, and the unit of this rectangle is 3322. And 2020. We need to identify the side length of S2. Side length of S2, which is a square. Side length of S2, which is a square. So how do we find this, guys? How do we find this? So let us assume the side length of S1 is small s1. For S2, the side length is small s2. And for S3, it is S3. Okay. Now these are the two dimensions which are given to us. Now if we take length and try to write the length in terms of S1, S2, S3, the side lengths. So can I say S1 ends here, from here S2 starts, and from here S3 starts. So basically S1 plus S2 plus S3 covers the entire length. So can I say that safely S1 plus S2 plus S3 is actually 3322. S1 plus S2 plus S3 is actually 3322. There is no problem in writing this. The problem comes when we write the width, because यहाँ पे there are certain overlaps. So clearly, if we have to write the width, so this is clearly S1. So this is S1. S1 includes S2. So this portion is the overlap portion. ये S2 का portion है. And this is S3. This is S3. S3 के अंदर भी basically there are certain S2 portion which is overlapped. So can I say if I have to write this? So अगर ये पूरा S3 है तो this portion should be S3 minus S2, isn't it? S3 में से S2 हटा दो S3. So total length would be S1 plus S3 minus S2. Can I say this is 2020? This is 2020. So we already have two equations in S1, S2 and S3. Since we want to find S2 here, so how do we find S2? By subtracting these two equations. So if I subtract, these two get cancelled out. Twice of S2 is going to be 1302. And S2 is going to be 651. So 651, which is option A, is the right answer to this. Option A is the right answer, 651. I hope this is clear. Zoteen, very well done. I hope this is clear. Yeah. So basically, students of 8th or below, so students of 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th typically write AMC 8. Students who are 10th or below, so some 8th class students also and 7th class students also write AMC 10. And students who are 12th or below, they write AMC 12. I hope this is clear to everyone, yes? So 651 is going to be the right answer. So this was a simple question to start with. Let us move on to the next question, which is this. So there is a semicircle which is inscribed in an isosceles triangle. So there is an isosceles triangle. Let's name this triangle ABC. So this is A, let's say this is B, this vertex is C, and clearly AB is equal to AC. Base is 16. Base is 16 and height is 15. So vertical height. So there is a vertical height which is given to us as 15. So this is 15. Done. So base is 16, vertical height is 15. So that the diameter of the semicircle, is contained in the base. So diameter is contained in the base as shown. And clearly this semicircle also touches these two sides. The semicircle is touching all the both the sides AB and AC. So the question is, what is going to be the radius of the semicircle? Semicircle ka radius kitna hoga? This is the question. So these are a very standard kind of problems, and there's a fixed method. There's a fixed thing that you have to do in these kind of problems too if you want to calculate the final answer. So how do we do? So let me give you some time. You can write whatever you are thinking about this problem on the chat so that I know that you are thinking it right. Or if you want to calculate, you can directly give the answer. So what is it going to be? How do we find the radius of the circle? How do we find the radius? Now guys, for AMC, this is a very important area, is a very, very, very important topic or subtopic, I would say. And a lot of geometry questions in AMC 8, you're usually done using the concept of area. So let us try to this. Okay, this is 15 and so half the side is going to be 8. Ye 8 hoga, this is also going to be 8. And since isosceles triangle, this is going to be perpendicular. So ye 17 hoga. So AC and AB is 17. This is indirectly given to us. Bahut badhiya. But again, how do we find the radius? So radius is not 8, please understand. 8 ye hai, yahan se C tak. So radius is definitely going to be less than 8. 8 se kam hone wala, but kitna kam hone wala, kitna hoga, that is what we need to find out. So how do we do this, guys? तो यार यहाँ पर क्या होता है, whenever there is circle involved, tangent involved, तो point of contact है ना, for example, this is the point of contact, always try to join this with the center. Let's call the center to be X and this be P. So whenever there is a circle involved and there is a tangent involved, always join the center of the circle to the point of contact of the tangent. This is the must do thing. ये तुम्हें करना ही करना है, कुछ भी हो जाए, कुछ भी हो जाए, जब भी circle involved है, टेंजेंट है, ये पॉइंट ऑफ कांटेक्ट है. सो पॉइंट ऑफ कांटेक्ट इज जहां पर ये सर्कल ये लाइन को टच हो रहा है, उसको हमेशा सेंटर से ज्वाइन कर दो. राइट, सो दिस इज वन. नाउ गाइस, नाउ क्लियरली दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द रेडियस. सो आर इज व्हाट वी नीड टू फाइंड आउट. आर इज व्हाट वी नीड टू फाइंड आउट. सो ईदर यू कैन अप्लाई पाइथागोरस थ्योरम, पाइथागोरस अप्लाई कर सकते हो, बट तुम्हें पूरा का पूरा साइड भी नहीं पता. 17 इज दिस लेंथ, द एंटायर लेंथ. और व्हाट वी कैन डू इज you can calculate the area of triangle AXC in two ways. So one is half into XC into AX. So basically if you consider base to be this, height will be this. अगर base ये है तो height ये होगा. And the second way is if you consider base to be this, the height is going to be R. The height is going to be R. So this is same as half into AC into XP. So half gets cancelled out. XC, which is 8, into AX, which is 15, is equal to AC, which is 17 into R. So clearly R is 120 upon 17. And we are done. So R ka value is going to be 8 into 15 upon 17. That is 120 upon 17. And you can see that this is less than 8. Clearly 8 se chota hai. And this is what we wanted also. I hope this is clear to everyone. Yes, routine, if you know the formula of in radius, because I'm not using that concept, but very less class 8 students or class 7 students actually know the formula of small r. For that matter, they don't know what small r is or in circle is. Right? So because in Indian textbooks, small r, in center, circumcenter, orthocenter, these things are not very clearly defined, and they never teach you these things in the system. I hope this is clear to everyone. Yes. So क्या करना है, whenever there is a figure which involves a circle, there is a tangent, the point of contact को तुम्हें center से join कर देना है, and that is always going to make things easy for you. Got it everyone? Yes. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let's do this problem. A baseball league consists of 2 4-team divisions. So there are 2 divisions of 4 teams each. So let's have A1, A2, A3, A4, and there is another division of 4 teams, B1, B2, B3, B4. So total of 8 teams. This is division 1, this is division 2. Each team plays every other team in its division n games. So every team is going to play with every other team n times. So A1 is going to play with A2 n times, A1 is going to play with A3 n times, A2 is going to play with A3 n times, A2 is going to play with A4 n times. Each team plays every team in the other division m times. So A1 is going to play m with this, A2 is going to play m with this, B3 is going to play m with this, B3 is going to play m with this, and so on. And so there are certain conditions on N and M. One is N is greater than 2M and M is greater than 4. Okay. Each team plays 76 game schedule. So every team plays a total of 76 games. How many games does a team play within its own division? तो अपने डिवीजन के अंदर कितनी कोई भी टीम कितने गेम्स खेलेगी? This is the question. So try to solve this on your own, guys. It's a very good question. This is a question on Diophantine equation. Diophantine is a very amazing concept of number theory, and हम Diophantine equation को पहली बार 7th और 8th का जो हम ओलंपियाड का बैच चलाते हैं, that is level 5, उसके अंदर इंट्रोड्यूस कर देते हैं. So it's a very, very, very amazing concept. Let's see if you are able to find this answer. But okay, so there are a couple of students who have already found the answer. Orphan, Siddique and Zotin. बहुत बढ़िया. Very well done, बच्चे. Now see, how do we approach this question? अब क्या बोल रहा है? There are 4 teams in each division. Every team plays with the team in its division n times. ठीक है? और मुझे देखना है कि कोई भी एक टीम अपने डिवीजन में कितने मैचेस खेलती है. Let's take an example of A1. A1 के टोटल मैचेस देखते हैं पहले. So A1 इसके साथ n मैचेस खेलेगा, इसके साथ n मैचेस खेलेगा और इसके साथ भी n मैचेस खेलेगा. So अपनी टीम में, अपने डिवीजन में he is played 3 n मैचेस. Done. Now A1 सामने वाले के साथ m मैचेस खेलेगा, इसके साथ m मैचेस, he is going to play this m matches and m matches with this team. So total matches this plus 4 times m, and this is given to be 76. So we have this equation, 3 times n plus 4 times m is equal to 76. ठीक है, इसको मैं यहाँ लिख देता हूँ. 3n plus 4m is equal to 76. n and m are integers. And there are certain conditions. Condition क्या दिया? n जो है वो 2m से बड़ा है, m जो है वो 4 से बड़ा है. तो मुझे क्या निकालना है? मुझे निकालना है हाउ मच गेम्स डज द टीम प्ले विद इट्स ओन डिवीजन. तो अपने डिवीजन में 3n. सो अगेन आई नीड टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ 3n. फॉर दैट ऑफ कोर्स आई नीड n, सो दैट आई कैन मल्टीप्लाई दिस विद 3. सो n और m निकालने हैं फॉलोइंग दिस कंडीशन. n शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 2m एंड m इज ग्रेटर देन 4. नाउ दिस इज द बेसिक, द मोस्ट इजीएस्ट काइंड ऑफ Diophantine इक्वेशन. m and n आर इंटीजर्स. सो अगेन इसके जो सॉल्यूशंस होते हैं ना, दे ऑलवेज फॉर्म अ पैटर्न. व्हाट इज द पैटर्न दैट दे फॉलो? Now the pattern is you find out any one solution. You find out any one solution. So for example, 76 is the multiple of 4. तो ये 19 हो जाएगा और ये 0 हो जाएगा. So basically I'm writing the values of n and m here. So n0, m19 satisfies this. So again, this might not be the solution, but this is one of the solutions of this equation. This might not be the solution with respect to this context. इस context के हिसाब से solution now. But इसको satisfy करने वाला ये solution तो है, because if you put n as 0 and m as 19, 4 into 19 is clearly 76. Now guys, the important part which I'm trying to explain you is how do we find the pattern of the other solutions? अब बाकी के solution का pattern क्या होता है कि यहां पर ना इसमें इसका coefficient 4 add करते रहो. So basically add 4. So this becomes 4. And यहां पर इसका coefficient subtract करते रहो. So this will be plus 16. So 0, 9, 10 is one of the solutions, then 4 and 16 is going to be the other solution. And you can check also, if you put n as 4 and m as 16, it is going to satisfy this. 16 into 4 is 64, plus 12 is clearly 76. बाकी के solutions भी ऐसे आएंगे. इसमें 4 add कर दो, 8, इसमें 3 subtract कर दो. So 4 add कर दो, 12, 16, 20, यहाँ पे 3 subtract करते रहो. So 10, 7, 4, 24, 1. इसके बाद यहाँ पे 28 and minus 2. So in fact, this is also going to satisfy. If we talk about solutions, ये solution भी satisfy करेगा. 3 into 28 minus 4 into 2 is going to give you 76. But again, for R, in this context, this might not hold true. So solutions उसके बहुत सारे हैं. In fact, यहाँ पर subtract कर दो -4 and यहाँ पर 3 add कर दो. तो ये भी satisfy करेगा. ठीक है? And there is a reason why it does so. Again, we are not discussing about the reason. ये reason हम अपने courses के अंदर बता देते हैं. But again, just try to understand, अगर ax plus by is equal to c टाइप का इक्वेशन, it is always going to follow pattern. कैसे करेंगे? कोई एक सोल्यूशन निकाल दो, पहले वाले में इसका कोएफिशिएंट ऐड करते रहो, इसका सब्ट्रैक्ट करते रहो, या फिर उल्टा, इसका कोएफिशिएंट सब्ट्रैक्ट करते रहो, इसका ऐड करते रहो. बिकॉज वी वांटेड टू हैव पॉजिटिव सोल्यूशन, तो हम इस तरफ +4 -3 की तरफ गए. Right, so all these are the possible values of n and m which satisfy. Now let us see our conditions. So हमारी condition क्या है, m का value 4 से बड़ा होना चाहिए. तो again ये दोनों गई because these are the values of m. m की ये values है. m has to be greater than 4, so these are the two solutions which are gone. The second condition is n should be greater than twice of m. n should be greater than twice of m. यहाँ पर तो basically n minus 2m should be positive. यहाँ पर n minus 2m is negative, gone. Negative, negative. 16 minus 14 is clearly positive. 16 minus 14 is clearly positive. So this is the only value of n and m which of course satisfies these conditions. So n is clearly 16 and we wanted 3n. So 3n is going to be 48. So 48 is going to be the right answer to this. So even though you might have found the answer in any other way, the idea of this and discussing this question is to make you understand that this kind of equation is always going to form a pattern. ये हमेशा pattern follow करेगा कुछ भी हो जाए. I hope this is clear to everyone. 3n plus 4m is 76 is always going to form a pattern. As simple as that. Got it? Chalo. Moving on. Next question is this. Amazing question. This is an amazing question with an amazing concept. In a triangle ABC, so this is a triangle ABC, AD is to DC is 1 is to 2. So that means if this is x, this length is going to be 2x. AD is to DC is going to be 1 is to 2. E is the midpoint of BD. So this length is equal to this length. E is the midpoint of ED. Let F be the point of intersection of the line BC and AE. So AE को extend किया BC, this is F. Given that the area of triangle ABC is 360, so total area is 360 degrees, what is the area of EBF? EBF, this area is what we need to find out. This area is what we need to find out. So it's an amazing question, very beautiful question, and can be done with very amazing concept. Let's see if you're able to figure out. Class 10th में हो, JEE 26 दे रहे हो, what should be done in these 4 months? Try to learn problem solving, बच्चे. Problem solving means that if you're given a concept and if you're given a new question, can you try to find the answer or solution to the new question using the concept? The question जो तुम्हें दिया है वो पहले से किया नहीं हो. Right, so problem solving can be done by a lot of books. You can basic, the best way to do problem solving is doing these kind of questions, IOQM kind of questions, AMC kind of questions. So you can either do previous year questions of AMC, AOPS में डले हुए हैं, या फिर कोई IOQM का book ले लो. You can follow VOS का IOQM का book, which is also going to help you with JEE. Which year paper is a must do? Rising. So again, you should be doing a lot of problems, lot of papers, not only single papers. So single paper में 25 problems, 25 problems से कुछ नहीं होगा. 25 problems में भी जो पहले 15 problems that are really easy, right? So all you need to do is focus is a lot of problem 16 to problem 25 kind of problems from a lot of papers. Will there be any topper batch for NSCP in future? Yes. So अगर बच्चे देखो NSCP का वैसे जो there is this topper pod in Vedantu wherein we select students who cleared NSCP or IOQM or IOQJS, RM अगर clear किया हुआ है, so उनको भी prepare for JEE, So of course there is that batch जिनको हम NSCP, NSCC, NSCA, IOQM के लिए preparation करवाते हैं. The other is this the current batch of NSCP which is going on. And so of course if any student we feel that is capable of so the current batch is the basic level batch, and अगर हमें लगता है कि कोई ऐसा बच्चा है जो इसके अंदर काफ़ी अच्छा कर रहा है, कर सकता है, तो of course we merge that student with the other one. चलो, okay Akshita. All right, so again there is this concept which you need to understand and apply. So concept is कि अगर ये एक ट्रायंगल है ABC, so let's start with the basic concept. So if D is the midpoint, अगर D midpoint है, that is then area of ABD is equal to area of ADC. First thing, if D is not the midpoint, ABC, कुछ D है, let's say this is X and this is Y, then area of ABD upon area of ACD is always going to be X by Y. Is always going to be X by Y because they have the same height, right? इनकी same height है and ये easily prove भी कर सकते हैं because see vertical height तो same ही होगी ना, vertical height दोनों triangles की H होगी, so इसका area क्या होगा, half into X into H and इसका क्या होगा, half into Y into H. Half cancel, H cancel, so X upon Y, right? So this is another concept जो तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए. The third concept is, मैं यहीं पे draw कर देता हूँ. So there is this triangle ABC, and let's say this is D. Let's say this is again X, this is Y. This is X, this is Y. And again, there is a common point on AD, let's say M. ठीक है, अब देखो यहाँ पर we'll apply the same thing as we did here. So X upon Y, this length upon this length is area of ABD upon area of ACD. ठीक है, which is very obvious. So X upon Y इसका area upon इसका area होगा. ठीक है, this is also equal to area of MBD upon area of MCD. So this upon this भी होगा, total upon total भी होगा. And guys, एक ratio का ना बहुत अच्छा property होता है, right? We should know. So we cover this in the class. A by B, C by D के बराबर है. This ratio is also equal to A minus C upon B minus D. And this ratio is also A plus C upon B plus D. In fact, किसी भी linear combination के अंदर add कर सकते हैं. तो यहाँ पर if we subtract ABD and MBD, so this ratio X upon Y is also equal to area of ABD minus area of ABM, MCD, ABD minus MBD, which is area of ABM upon area of ACM. So X upon Y इन दोनों के areas के ratio भी है. So X upon Y is this upon this also. ठीक है, तो ये upon ये तो हो गई होगा, जैसे यहाँ पे ABD upon ACD तो हो गई होगा, MBD upon MCD भी होगा, but ये जो difference है ना, ये भी होगा ABM and ACM, X upon Y. I hope this is clear to everyone. ठीक है, so this is something that we are going to use in this particular question. So let's get going. तो यहां पर हम क्या करते हैं, so सबसे पहले let us look at the obvious things, obvious or the visible things. Visible things. Total area is 360. This is 1:2. So what is going to be the area of ABD and area of BCD? Can you write on the chart? ये total 360 है. This total is 360. मुझे इसका एरिया निकालना है. ठीक है, मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि यार इसका एरिया कितना होगा, because this is 1:2. So can I say AD upon CD is equal to area of ABD upon area of CDB. This is actually equal to 1/2. ये 1/2 के बराबर है, 1/2. एंड टोटल 360 है. सो कहना सर 360 को 1:2 के हिस्से में डिवाइड कर दो. सो दिस विल बी 120 एंड दिस विल बी 240. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. 120 240, 120 240. परफेक्ट. ऑल्सो नाउ लेट अस कंसिडर ABD. ट्राइंगल ABD देखो, ट्राइंगल ABD, E is the midpoint. So can you tell me what is going to be area of triangle ABE and AED? Since the total area is 120, so can I say both are going to be 60? So this is going to be 60. This is also going to be 60. 60 and ये total 120 है. ठीक है, so ABE is going to be 60, AED is also going to be 60, but again we want to find this portion, not this. अगर ये पूछा होता 60 बहुत ही सिंपल था. This is what we need to find out. Done है जी. क्या करो, join EC. Okay, Join EC. Now guys, tell me, if you consider triangle AEC, can you tell me the area of triangle DEC? DEC क्या बता सकते हो? This is 1:2, x is to 2x, this is 60. So what is going to be this area on the chart? If this is x is to 2x, this is 60, can I say very obviously this is going to be 120. This is going to be 120, isn't it? ये 120 रहेगा, बहुत obvious सी बात है. This is going to be 120. But again, अभी भी मुझे ये चाहिए. How do I find this out? ये कैसे find करें? अब सोच के देखो. Now it should be very simple, guys. It should be very simple. Now clearly area of BEC, if you want to find area of BEC, ठीक है, अगर ये पूरा एरिया की बात करें तो टोटल ये 240 है. So total is 240. Total BCD is 240. 120 is gone. So this is clearly 120. This is clearly 120. Now guys, one more thing that you need to understand and find from here is, यहाँ देखो BF upon FC देखो. BF upon FC. This ratio. Let us try to find this ratio. ये किस ratio में है? Because a lot of things are given. So BF upon FC is, one is if you are able to find the ratio EBF निकाल लो upon ECF निकाल लो. So this upon this area. ठीक है? So this is actually what we need to find out. But can I say this is also this upon the other side? That is AEB upon AEC. AEB upon AEC, isn't it? AEB ये 60 है and ये 180 है. So this is 1:3. This is 1:3. So that means ये अगर y है, this is 3y. ये अगर y है, this is 3y and total ये एरिया 120 है. तो इसको कितना मिलेगा? इसको 30 मिलेगा, इसको 90 मिलेगा, उसी रेशो में मिलेगा. So again we found out area of every region. And this is what we wanted. So this area is going to be 30. 30 is going to be the correct answer to this. I hope this is clear. You can understand why ABE is ADE. ABE, AED. Because E is the midpoint. E is the midpoint, बच्चे. देखो ना. Let us take only this triangle. ABD. This is A, this is B, this is D. E is the midpoint. If E is the midpoint, these two areas are going to be equal. And since this whole is 120 degrees, तो ये और ये 60 होगा. I hope this is clear. Got it? Got it? Right. So this was a very amazing problem. So again, guys, these are the geometry problems, good problems, which come in AMC 8 examination are based on area. So it is something that you need to do really well. Area of EDC again. EDC. Okay. So area of EDC यहाँ से आएगा. If you consider AEC, this is x, this is 2x. ठीक है? So this upon this is going to be, this area upon this area is going to be 1:2. So this is 60, so this is going to be 120. Got it? So basically, area of AED upon area of CDE is going to be x upon 2x. And this is 60, so this is going to be 120. Is there a voice glitch? Okay, it is fine now. Okay. मॉड इज डन. ज्योमेट्री बहुत टफ लगता है, कॉम्पिटेटिव ज्योमेट्री स्किप कर देता हूँ. व्हाट शुड आई प्रैक्टिस? स्टडी टेक, इट टोटली डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट आर द एग्जामिनेशन दैट यू वांट टू टारगेट. ठीक है. सो इफ यू वांट टू टारगेट एग्जामिनेशन लाइक IOQM, AMCs, तो ज्योमेट्री इज समथिंग जो तुम्हें जबरदस्ती करना ही पड़ेगा. सो इट इज लाइक यू नो studying for JEE, right? So I took a coaching for JEE, and like most students who take coaching for JEE, I did not like chemistry. ठीक है, केमिस्ट्री से मुझे बहुत नफरत थी बिकॉज मैथ्स एंड फिजिक्स मुझे थोड़े से लॉजिकल लगते थे. सो बट अगेन देयर इज नो ऑप्शन, राइट? देयर इज नो ऑप्शन. सो अगेन इफ I wanted to clear JEE, I had to study chemistry, as simple as that. So it totally depends on what you want to do. So if you want to clear exams like IOQM, exams like AMC, geometry is something that you have to do. There is no option. If you're asking about JEE कि सर ओलंपियाड के ऐसे कौन से टॉपिक्स करें जिससे JEE के अंदर हेल्प हो जाएगी, so वो that is a different question. So that is अगर तुम ओलंपियाड के क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस कर सकते हो, टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, that very different from the kind of questions which are asked in JEE. क्योंकि IOQM के अंदर क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस मोस्टली आस्क इंटीग्रल रूट्स, JEE के अंदर इंटीग्रल रूट्स बहुत कम आता है. सो सीक्वेंस एंड सीरीज, नंबर थ्योरी अगर हालांकि डायरेक्टली आता नहीं है, बट अगेन यू अंडरस्टैंड एंड लर्न अ लॉट ऑफ मैनिपुलेशंस ऑफ नंबर थ्योरी व्हेन यू डू नंबर थ्योरी, राइट? सो दीज कॉम्बिनेटोरिक्स, ऑफ कोर्स द एंटायर कॉम्बिनेटोरिक्स, वो उसका वेटेज तो चलो IOQM में भी अच्छा है एंड JEE के अंदर भी अच्छा है, तो दिस इज अ मस्ट डू थिंग. So these are certain things जो तुम्हें ultimately JEE के अंदर भी हेल्प करने वाली है. ISI और JEE को साथ में लेके कैसे चलें? देखो सुरेंद्र, देखो ISI और JEE अगर मैथ्स की बात करें, सो ISI क्या है? JEE प्लस नंबर थ्योरी प्लस ज्योमेट्री. सो JEE तो पूरा का, अगर तुम JEE की प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो तो ISI की भी प्रैक्टिस हो रही है. तुम्हें दो टॉपिक्स और अच्छी तरह प्रिपेयर करने होते हैं, दैट इज नंबर थ्योरी एंड ज्योमेट्री. आ रही है बात समझ में? सो दैट इज वन. द अदर थिंग इज, बहुत सारे बच्चे अल्टीमेटली JEE करते हैं, फिजिक्स और मैथ्स और केमिस्ट्री करते हैं, अल्टीमेटली बाद में दे टेक अ कॉल कि मुझे ISI करना है JEE, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली अगर फिजिक्स और केमिस्ट्री अच्छा है दे गो फॉर JEE. अगर मैथ्स के अंदर इंटरेस्ट और मैथ्स में करियर बनाना है दे गो फॉर ISI. सो अगर क्लैरिटी नहीं है तो अच्छी तरह प्रिपरेशन करो एंड लास्ट में मार्च अप्रैल में जाके टेक अ कॉल वेदर यू वांट टू गेट इनटू मैथ्स करियर और इंजीनियरिंग. ठीक है. ज्योमेट्री के लिए बुक बचे, एक तो तुम पाथफाइंडर कर सकते हो, VOS का जो IOQM का बुक है वो तुम खरीद सकते हो. देन लॉट ऑफ अदर बुक्स, ई बुक्स हैं, हम अपने टेलीग्राम में शेयर कर सकते हैं. तो मुझे जस्ट गेट इन टच विद मी, आई विल सेंड यू सर्टेन ई बुक्स आल्सो व्हिच आई हैव. Vedantu offline centers are going to have offline batches for IOQM. Yes बच्चे. So there are going to be certain centers जहाँ पे IOQM के batches होंगे offline, एंड ऑनलाइन जो हम पढ़ाते हैं VOS, वो तो सारे सेंटर्स के अंदर ऑफर होंगे. सो इन ऑल द सेंटर्स इफ यू ज्वाइन वेदांतु ऑफलाइन, सो सभी सेंटर्स के अंदर ऑनलाइन VOS बैचेस आर गोइंग टू गेट ऑफर्ड विद डिफरेंट टाइमिंग्स. सो वॉट एवर द टाइमिंग्स आर, योर टाइमिंग्स आर गोइंग टू बी डिफरेंट, नंबर वन. एंड इन सर्टन सेंटर्स दे आर गोइंग टू बी ऑफलाइन IOQM बैचेस ऑल्सो. ठीक है. योर टेलीग्राम ID second I've already shared at the start, at the end also I'll share. So let us read this question. In each day for 4 days. Each day for 4 days, Linda traveled 1 hour at the speed that resulted in her traveling 1 mile in an integral number of minutes. So 1 mile, basically 1 mile, she covers in X minutes, where X is an integer. Okay, so this is what is given in the first two lines. Each day after the first, her speed decreased so that the number of minutes to travel 1 mile is increased by 5 minutes. तो मतलब अगर डे वन में उसका स्पीड है x मिनट्स पर माइल, डे 2 the speed is going to be x plus 5 minutes per mile. ठीक है. डे 3 the speed is going to be x plus 10 and day 4 the speed is going to be x plus 15. ठीक है. हालांकि स्पीड उल्टा होगा, 1 upon x plus 5, बट ठीक है. I hope you understand the context. So each day after the first her speed decrease हो गई क्योंकि टाइम जो है वो x by 5 minutes बढ़ता रहा. सो पहले डे अगर 1 माइल चलने में x मिनट लगते थे, दूसरे दिन हर माइल चलने में x plus 5 minutes लग रहे हैं. थर्ड डे फॉर एवरी माइल शी इज टेकिंग x plus 10 minutes, and for the fourth day, every mile she's taking x plus 15 minutes. X plus 15 minutes. Each of the 4 days, her distance traveled was also an integer. So total distance traveled was also an integer. So again, she traveled for 1 hour every day. So again, what is the distance she covered on day 1? Day 1 distance. Day 1 distance. Let's try to calculate. So 1 mile she covers in x minutes. X minutes में she covers 1 mile. So 60 minutes में she is going to cover 60 by x miles. So distance covered on day 1 is 60 by x. Similarly, day 2 distance. Day 2 distance is going to be 60 upon x plus 5. Day 3 distance is going to be 60 upon x plus 10. And day 4 distance is going to be 60 upon x plus 15. So these are the distances that she covered in the 4 days. So of course, मेरे को दिखाई दे रहा है कि यार x अगर बढ़ेगा, if we increase x, so this distance is going to get decrease. ये decrease होता रहेगा और decrease. तो सबसे बड़ा distance ये है, then this, and then followed by this. Now it is also given that these all distances are also integers. So x clearly is an integer. X is an integer, but these distances are also integers. These distances are also integers. So can you tell me a value of x, guys? Can you tell me the value of x for which all of these 4 are going to be integers? So can I say x, x plus 5, x plus 10 and x plus 15? X, x plus 5, x plus 10 and x plus 15 are all the factors of 60. X, x plus 5, x plus 10, x plus 15, they are all the factors of 60. ये सारे के सारे 60 के factors होंगे. I hope this is clear. तो उनमें से कोई एक ऐसा x होगा कि ये सारे के सारे integers भी होंगे. So factors of 60 लिख लेते हैं. कौन कौन से factors of 60 हैं? 1 है, फिर 60 है, 2 है, 30 है, 3 है, 20 है, 4, 15, 5, 12, 6, 10. So these are the factors of 60. So these are the possible values of x also, because x is one of the factors of 60. So x यहाँ पे कैसा हो कि x 60 by x तो इंटीजर हो, of course 60 by x तो इंटीजर होगा ही होगा, 60 plus by x plus 5 इंटीजर हो. मतलब अगर x 1 लेता हूं मैं, तो बोल रहा है 1 plus 5 is 6, 6 is also a factor, 6 plus 5 is 11, 11 should also be a factor, but the factor, so again x can't be 1. If x is 2, then 2 plus 5, 7, 60 upon 7 should also be an integer, can't be 2. x is 3, तो 8 भी इंटीजर होना चाहिए, 8 तो नहीं है. अगर 4 है तो 4 plus 5 9 भी इसका फैक्टर होना चाहिए, नहीं है. बट अगर x 5 है, देखो ध्यान से 5 है, तो 5 plus 5 10 should also be a factor, 15 should also be a factor and 20 should also be a factor which is satisfying. So इसका मतलब the only value of x which satisfies this is 5. x has to be 5. अगर x 5 है तो ये इंटीजर होगा, ये इंटीजर होगा, ये इंटीजर होगा एंड ये भी इंटीजर होगा. अदरवाइज ये सारे के सारे इंटीजर्स पॉसिबल नहीं है. सो x हैज टू बी 5. इफ x इज 5, so 60 upon 5 is clearly 12. 60 upon 10 is clearly what? 60 upon 10 is 6. 60 upon 15 is 4 and 60 upon 20 is 3. So these are the distances she covered. So 12 plus 6 is 18 plus 4 22 plus 3 25. So 25 is going to be the correct answer to this. So very logical questions, very simple questions. All you need to do is, ठीक है, ये understanding. So understanding English and convert this into mathematics. And if you're good with the mathematics, you're always going to be able to solve these kind of questions. Right? So in तरह के questions के अंदर all you need to do is, you need to convert the English into the mathematics. And this is what you need to learn. I hope this is clear to everyone. Right? So this was a question of AMC 8 in 2017. Chalo, moving on, question number. Next question. So 1 inch square. 1 inch square. So again, 1 inch square are cut from the corners of this 5 inch square. So again, the total length जो था ना, वो 5 है. सभी कॉर्नर से 1 1 1 हटा दिया. सभी कॉर्नर से 1 1 1 हटा दिया. Right. So of course, the figure which remains is looking like this. It should look like this. So this. So this is what we are left with now. ये रह गया. The question is, what is the area in square inches? Area in square inches of the largest square that can be fitted in the remaining space. इस space में जो भी सबसे बड़ा square fit हो सकता है, उसका area is what we need to find out. इस space में the largest area which can fit, the largest area which can fit, the largest area of the square, the largest area of the square which can fit in this particular space, uska area is what we need to find. So again guys, the most common mistakes, because this is one question which I give to a lot of my class 7th, class 8 students. तो सबसे बड़ा मिस्टेक जो बच्चे बोलते हैं सर यही है कि ये वाला स्क्वायर होगा, नो सर ये स्क्वायर होगा, तो 5 में से एक हटा दो तो 3 का स्क्वायर इज 9. A lot of students make this mistake of answering 9 in this particular question. Okay, so of course 9 is not the answer. 9 is not. Can you think of any other square which is bigger than this? Because बाकी सारे answers 9 से बड़े हैं. 9 के अलावा कोई और किसी भी और ओरिएंटेशन में, जरूरी नहीं है कि ओरिएंटेशन जो लेंथ है वो इसके बराबर हो, इसके पैरेलल हो. It can be some other orientation also. It can be some other orientation. For example, if I try to make square like this, कुछ ऐसा, can I say this square, the one I have drawn, इसका एरिया डेफिनेटली 9 से बड़ा होगा. इसका एरिया डेफिनेटली 9 से बड़ा होगा. Isn't it? इसका एरिया डेफिनेटली 9 से बड़ा होगा. So how do we find the area? So again, there are a lot of methods. You can try similar triangles, congruent triangles, but the best method जो मुझे लगता है यहाँ पे, again, the concept of area. देखो, can I say this is 9 clearly? So this is A, this triangle. If I assume this triangle area to be A, so this is also A, this is also A, this is also A by symmetry. So answer is 9 plus 4A. So A is what we need to figure out, and it is very easy to identify A. A देखो, A is the right angle triangle because this is a square. This is 3 and vertical height is 1. So can I say A is half into 3 into 1, that is 3 by 2. So 4A is going to be 6 and 9 plus 6 is going to be 15. C, 15 is going to be the correct answer to this. और हान सिद्दीकी बहुत बढ़िया, very well done बच्चे. I hope this is clear to everyone, right? So again, you have to think out of the box. So there are going to be certain things which are going to be very obvious. But again, इतना simple question होता है यार AMC में होता क्यों? ठीक है? So इतना simple question होता है, then why would they put this in AMC, particularly the last? So all these questions that we are discussing today are the last 24, 23, 24, 25 problems of the various AMCs, AMC 8. Right, so अगर ये last का problem है, तो of course it is not going to be this. So you have to think out aloud, think out differently in a creative way कि इससे बड़ा और कौन सा square हो सकता है. I hope this is clear to everyone. Yes? चलो, moving on. Next question. Let's try to do this. NK test बच्चे, IOQM preparation from zero. I have already made a lot of videos. You can check the channel. Just put IOQM preparation from zero. You'll get a lot of videos and you can follow those strategies. By the way, we are very soon announcing the April batches. So April में हम IOQM के batches, IOQM and level 6, level 7, level 5, level 4 ये batches हम announce करने वाले हैं very soon. And so get ready guys. Alright, so 15 integers A1, A2, A3, A15. So these are 15 integers. They are arranged on a number line. ठीक है, arranged on a number line. They are equally spaced. Equally spaced. सारे के सारे मतलब the difference between A2 and A1 is same as A3 minus A2 is same as A4 minus A3 and so on. And they have a property that the first number lies between 1 to 10. The second number lies between 13 to 20. एंड द लास्ट नंबर इज 251 to 250. ठीक है, सो पहला नंबर 1 से 10 के बीच में है, सेकेंड नंबर 13 से 20 के बीच में है. देयर आर ऑल इंटीजर्स, एंड द लास्ट इंटीजर इज 241 to 250. So A14 is what we need to find out. That is the second last number is going to be what? So we need to identify the second last number. So again, a very, very, very amazing problem. This was, last year, AMC 8 problem, 2023. Oh, yes. Now I remember you. Amazing. अब सोच के देखो यार, यहां से ना कभी कभी काफी बड़ा हिंट मिल जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वी नो दैट A1, A2, A3, A1, A2, A3, A14, A15, they are equally spaced. Equally spaced means there is a special term which, we call these numbers which are equally spaced. What is this term? Doesn't even know. अगर A1, A2, A3, A4, 14, 15, they are equally spaced, कौन सा term है जो यूज करते हैं हम to refer to these equally spaced numbers? So this is arithmetic progression. So if you know the concept of arithmetic progression, you can directly, apply the concept of AP in here. ठीक है, so A15 is actually A1 plus 14D. ठीक है, ये concept. Otherwise also, सोच के देखो. So and this difference, the difference between the two consecutive terms is called common difference. को normally हम D से represent करते हैं. D is A2 minus A1 और A3 minus A2 और A15 minus A14, whatever. A15 minus A14. So this is the common difference. Done जी? Now बच्चे, मेरे को एक चीज सोच के बताओ. Let us pick up any random number. Let's see. Can D be 10? D 10 हो सकता है. अगर मैं यहाँ पे maximum value भी उठा लेता हूँ 10, if I pick A1 to be maximum 10, and if I assume D to be 10, so next number is going to be 20, 30, 40, ये ultimately 150 पे end हो जाएगा. ये ultimately 15th number is going to be 150, but it says 15th number is this. So this clearly shows जो common difference है वो 10 से ऊपर है, higher side पे है. मतलब common difference is on the higher side. It is not on the lower side. ठीक है? So it is maybe close to 15 or 16 or 17, maybe 20 also. Common difference अगर 20 करके देखते हैं. Let's see common difference अगर 20 करते हैं. Common difference हम 20 करके देखते हैं. So if common difference is 20, hypothetical, and if I take the maximum value also, which is 10, or if I take the minimum value, let's take minimum value. So 1. So next term is going to be 21, this is going to be 41, this is going to be 61, this is going to be 81, 101, and so on. So यहाँ से 15th term, so A15 is going to be A1 plus 14D, 14 into 20. That is 1 plus, this is 280, 281. तो अगर मैं मिनिमम वैल्यू 1 ले लेता हूँ और कॉमन डिफरेंस 20 कर देता हूँ, तो मुझे 15 टर्म 281 दिख रही है, विच इज ऑन द हायर साइड. इसका मतलब D 20 से कम है. So यहाँ से ना हम काफी हद तक, we tend to think on our own. Of course, this is not the official solution. I'm just helping you to understand the feel of the question. तो मैं देख के ये फील दिख जाना चाहिए कि यार जो स्पेसिंग है बिटवीन द नंबर्स वो डेफिनेटली 10 से बड़ी है, 20 से कम है, बाय टेकिंग दीज रैंडम एग्जांपल्स. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. ठीक है, चलो अब यहां पर एक और कॉन्सेप्ट समझते हैं. तो मैं इसको अलग से समझाने की कोशिश करता हूं. यार मुझे सोच के बताओ, अगर मैं बोलूं एक नंबर है x विच लाइज बिटवीन लेट्स से 7 to 11, एक नंबर है y विच लाइज बिटवीन लेट्स से 12 to 20. y माइनस x का मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कितना होगा चैट में बताओ मुझे. लेट्स से इंक्लूड कर देते हैं सारा. वी इंक्लूड. What is going to be the maximum value of y minus x? Can you tell me on the chat? Y minus x का maximum value is going to be what? So it is going to be 13. A lot of students would write 9. See, y minus x maximum कब होगा? Y minus x maximum कब होगा? When y is maximum एंड दिस इज मिनिमम. जो सब्ट्रैक्ट करें वो मिनिमम है. तो y maximum is 20 and x minimum is 7. And what is going to be the minimum value of y minus x? Minimum value. So इसके minimum value के लिए I need to ensure that this is minimum and this is maximum. Subtraction वाला सबसे बड़ा. So y minimum is 12 and this is 11. So minimum value is 1. Are you getting this, everyone? Are you getting this? ठीक है. So जब subtraction करते हैं तो उल्टा चलते हैं. ये minimum, sorry ये maximum and ये minimum. Got it? So यहां पर दिया हुआ है A1 की रेंज दी हुई है, A15 की रेंज दी हुई है. So we know the range of A1, that is 1 less than equal to A1 less than equal to 10 and A15 241 से 250. So A15 minus A1 का रेंज बता सकते हो. What is going to be the maximum value? Maximum के लिए A15 250 होगा और minimum 1 होगा तो 249. And minimum A15 का minimum is this, maximum is 231. And A15 minus A1 is actually 14D. So can I say 231 is less than equal to 14D is less than equal to 249. So we are trying to figure out D first of all. So 231 by 14 is less than equal to D is less than equal to 249 by 14. So can you find the, of course these are not going to be divisible exactly, but can we find the approximate value? 231 by 14, if you can use the calculators, 14 ones are 14, 14, 81. 14 ones are 14. ठीक है. 91. 14 6 are 84 point something is less than equal to D is less than equal to 14 ones are 14 109 14 7 98 point something. So this clearly says D का वैल्यू 16 point something से 17 point something के बीच में है. So clearly D has to be 17. D integer है तो D 17 ही होगा. So we have figured out D and this is in line with what we had earlier experimented with certain numbers. तो हमने certain numbers experiment किया था. हमसे बता दिया था कि D का वैल्यू 10 से बड़ा होगा और 20 से छोटा होगा. तो 17 perfectly उसी रेंज में आ रहा है. So D is definitely 17. इसका मतलब पहला नंबर जो भी है A1, अगला नंबर is going to be A1 plus 17. अगला नंबर is going to be A1 plus 34 and so on. And 15th number is going to be A1 plus 14 into 17 because the general term AN is A1 plus N minus 1 into D. A1 plus N minus 1 into D. Got it? I hope this is clear. But again अभी भी A14 तो नहीं आया because अगर मुझे अब A1 मिल जाए, if I am able to find A1, then I'll get all the numbers. So how do we do this? किस तरीके से हम A1 find करने की कोशिश करें? A1 find करने की कोशिश करें. Now let's see this condition. Second condition. So A1 का वैल्यू 1 से 10 के बीच में. This is the first condition. The second condition says A2, that is A1 plus 17, lies between 20 and 13. So that means A1 का वैल्यू -4 से 3 के बीच में होगा. ठीक है. So A1 has to be less than equal to 3. So that means A1 का वैल्यू या तो 1 है या 2 है या 3 है. इन तीनों में से कोई एक वैल्यू है. अब क्या काम कर सकते हो तुम? A1 को वैल्यू 1 पुट करके ये निकाल लो, 2 पुट करके निकाल लो, 3 पुट करके निकाल लो. ठीक है. सो अगर तुम देखो व्हाट इज 14 इंटू 17, 14 इंटू 17 मल्टीप्लाई कर लो भाई, 17 और 14 and 1 7. So 238. So A1 plus 238. This is A15. A15. अगर तुम A1 को 1 पुट करते हो, if A1 is 1, this number is going to be 239. 2 में this number is going to be 240 and 3 में it is going to be 241. बट सिंस इट इज गिवन दैट A5 मिनिमम 241 है तो ये दोनों हो नहीं सकते, मतलब A1 कैन बी 1 and 2, A1 हैज टू बी 3. इन अदर वर्ड्स A15 इज 241, ये नंबर 241 है, और D17 है तो पिछला नंबर इज गोइंग टू बी 241 minus 17, दैट इज 220 कितना 4, 224. So A14 is going to be 224. And what do you need to find? Sum of the digits. 4 plus 2 plus 2 is 8. So 8 is going to be the correct answer. 8 is going to be the correct answer to this. I hope this is clear. So this was a wonderful question on arithmetic progression. And again, the sad part is arithmetic progression for the first time officially in Indian books comes in class 10th. एंड अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन में ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है जो क्लास 6, 7th के 8th के बच्चे अब्जॉर्ब ना कर पाए. एंड दिस इज द रीजन वी इंट्रोड्यूस अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन इन क्लास 7th and 8th इन आवर बैचेस, राइट. सो जो हमारा लेवल 5 बैच है उसके अंदर AP हम 7th और 8th के अंदर इंट्रोड्यूस कर देते हैं, एंड स्टूडेंट्स टेक इट वेरी अमेजिंगली एंड दे आर एबल टू सॉल्व दीज क्वेश्चंस. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन. यस गौरांग, अगर 10th कर चुके हो देन ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन सी these sessions. Got it? All right, so again this is one question which I would ask you to do as homework, guys. So this would be a homework and you can probably write the idea on the chat. With what idea have you completed this? मैं question read out कर देता हूँ. The letters P, Q, R are entered into this 20 by 20 table. So this is a 20 by 20 grid according to the pattern shown below. So pattern क्या है? Let's start from the last row. P, Q, R, P, Q, R, and of course चलता रहेगा. Wherever it stops 20 पे रुक जाएगा. Second last row is Q, P, R, P, Q, R, P, and then R, P, Q, R, P, Q, and then again it starts. So basically this row and this row is same. First, fourth, 7th row is same. Second, 5th, 8th row is same. So again you need to identify how many P's, how many Q's, and how many R's are going to be total there. So total of 400 boxes are there. So total इसमें कितने P's होंगे, कितने Q's होंगे, कितने R's होंगे, this is you need to identify. So again इस तरह के question at this level when you are in class 6th or 7th or 8th you should be able to find. As such कोई formula नहीं है, there is no formula involved. Just that by logic are you able to deduce them correctly. And if you are not able to do this, I would suggest to do it for maybe 5 by 5 table or 7 by 7 table. खुद से table छोटे करके try to figure out a method. So of course you don't have to actually make a 20 by 20 table and fill in the values and count. That doesn't make any sense. You have to figure out a strategy on how to count. Okay. Okay. So this would be your homework, guys. ये homework है, मैं इसका आंसर नहीं बताऊंगा. And if you want, you can check the solution. ये AMC 8 का 2023 का प्रॉब्लम है. तुम खुद से solution check out कर सकते हो. So, but again, whatever method that you use, just try to write the idea because there is not one single idea. There are a lot of ideas जो तुम use करके इस question को solve कर सकते हो. Okay? चलो guys, so that is it. I have another class, so I'll have to end the session right now. So this is our result, and of course the batches for the April are starting very soon. Announcement is going to happen very soon, and probably in the next week I am going to announce the batches for April. And again, please subscribe to this so that you are able to get the proper information of all the contests, beautiful contests that are happening around the world, and of course uski preparation ke liye bhi the important tips and the content. Alright guys, so take care, God bless you, hope you've enjoyed the session. Do let me know. ये series जो AMC 8 की थी, this is going to be the last session because the exam is on 20th of January. So this is going to be the last session on AMC 8 series. So do let me know how did you find the series and how did you gain out of this series so that I can plan the other series also. Take care guys, God bless you, bye everyone, see you all.